And we're good.
Good morning.
Morning.
Happy Tuesday. Jen says hi. She's just going to flip a switch real quick.
Hi.
And then she'll be in here. Janice is manning the phone for us today.
AKA camera.
Yeah, that thing. Beep, beep.
And here they all come.
What's that?
And here comes all the viewers. They're all like,
They slowly trickle in. Although I can't see who it is because I'm not Jennifer. Until I see somebody on there that posts something.
I'm not Jennifer.
She's coming. She's going to come to that door.
Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning.
Did you turn all these down?
Nope, it was a ghost.
Time for Today in Yuma with Jennifer Blackwell and Teresa Straw. You can listen to Today in Yuma weekdays from 9 to 10 a.m. on C93 and Outlaw Country. Opinions expressed herein are not necessarily those of station management. Feel free to give Jennifer and Teresa a call.
Ready?
Yep.
782-4321.
Welcome to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer Blackwell.
And I'm Teresa Straub.
And the universe is back in its natural order of things.
It is. It's weird watching it from the other side, I gotta say.
We are here live on Today in Yuma on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and the FTS Automotive Facebook Live feed. Now, we have a lot of things coming up today. We have several giveaways we want to let you know about. We have some tickets we'll be giving away for the Saguaro Foundation Benefit Comedy Night. That is coming up on the 24th, so your chance to win tickets to that. Also, some goodie packs from Bare Naked Soap Co. Tomorrow is a very special day.
Ooh, is it really?
It's Valentine's Day.
Oh, that day. Okay.
Yeah, that day. Well, you know what? We've got a gentleman's gift set and then a ladies' gift set. So
Ooh.
we're going to give you chances to win those during the show today. And we have Alison coming up from Arizona Western College. We're going to be talking about the Hall of Fame and dreaded tax time. I know it's not a favorite of many people, but Brian Watson with the Internal Revenue Service will be here today. And he's always got some great information about some changes that have happened and things to watch out for.
Yes, definitely. And you know what? The ever-changing tax laws. So it's nice to have somebody in here with first-hand experience to be able to explain all those different things to us.
That's right. And I think our good friend Bill Brenson officially retired.
Good for him.
Bill had been here for a number of years and would
Yeah.
come down from Phoenix every year. And he was always a big fan of buying dates in town and finding out which Mexican restaurant was a new one he needed to try. So that was our relationship. Tax law, because we had the date farm across the street from us.
Uh-huh.
He's like, they have the best in town. So
Wait.
Bill has gone on to retirement. So.
Good. Now he can try many different Mexican
Yeah,
restaurants.
we have plenty here to choose from.
Yes, definitely.
All right, if you have a question for the show, you can give us a call at 782-4321 or just message us on Facebook. We are on Facebook Live on my page, and we share that on the station page also. Good morning to Skylar. He had a level 13 migraine last night,
Aw.
so he is home resting today. Hope you do feel better. Those are no fun at all, and I don't know that the weather is necessarily helping the situation for some people.
No, I know this. I know both Anita and Janet suffer from migraines, and anytime we get this pressure come in, it's not usually fun for them.
No,
so.
but we did get a small amount of rainfall last night.
You did.
I did.
6 drops.
You did.
My son was driving home too, and he did hit a little patch. And we said, "How'd those windshield wipers work?" And he said, "Terrible,
Terrible.
Because we'll usually replace them around monsoon season, and then they have adequate time to dry out before it rains again in the winter.
Yes, definitely.
You almost have to do the twice-a-year windshield replacement." So.
I was on my way home from Phoenix, and we watched it kind of roll in all morning long, and we were kind of wondering, are we going to get it? Are we going to get it? And I got about 2 patches and some sprinkles.
But that's
and that
still
was
something.
It lasted about 30 seconds.
It just messes up your car.
Going that speed, it probably washed it off for me. So
We do have a chance, and I didn't even see a chance of rain in the forecast yesterday, so my bad. It's our, my husband goes,
Come
I
on,
think it's
weather
raining.
lady,
I go,
get
no,
your stuff together.
you're wrong. I didn't say it. It's not raining. And then I was certainly proved wrong, but it was very welcome. We have a chance tomorrow, most likely during the afternoon, and that will kind of trickle on over into Thursday morning.
You're so silly. I see that we're expecting some winds over the weekend, though.
Mainly Friday.
I hope it goes away because it's President's Weekend, and that is time to go out to the desert. And
That's
the winds in the
desert
desert
time.
is not fun.
No, not at all. All right, we are going to open up the text lines right now for a chance for you to win. We have the 2 different prize packs. Janice is going to get a shot here on our Facebook Live. We want to thank
Showing the
Sam and
text
Jay
line.
from Bare Naked Soap Co. We've got this gentleman's selection here with some of your manly scents or fragrances. And then for the lady, this is actually unisex. It's a bath bomb.
It's a bath
but
bomb.
it's a cute little heart box.
Cute box.
Value of both, each one is $17.75. You can see complete rules at monstermediayuma.com. But to enter, just text the keyword WIN, WIN, to 928-343-0993, and we will pick our winners at random at noon today.
Yes, and if you do not happen to be lucky enough to win one of these awesome prizes, you can always go to monstermediayuma.com, click on Anita's WTF tab, and there you'll find an entry form to win a $20 gift certificate down to Bare Naked Soap Co. Perfect time for the Valentine's Day holiday. She's got she was here last week on Friday, and she brought in so many goodies that she has for the holiday. I know I took the lavender bath bomb for Eli to try, and it was wonderful. It made my whole house smell wonderful.
Did it relax him? Because it's got a soothing feel.
Definitely not.
No.
No, definitely not. It's got to be pretty potent to relax an 8-year-old. So.
True.
You're like,
All right.
lick it.
He'll want to lick it. No, that's the
Ew,
little
no.
confetti one that I ended up with. It smells good enough to eat, but I will not eat it. All right, it is February 13th, and we have some birthdays to share for our Firehouse Subs birthday shout-outs this morning. Now, just a reminder, if you have a birthday coming up, whether it's your own or family member, a friend, and you would like to share it, all you need to do is go to our website, go to monstermediayuma.com, click on the Today in Yuma tab, and you will see the birthday form. It's just a short way down the page, and look for the Firehouse logo. Just let us know who has a birthday and the date.
Yes.
If you want to share the age, you can. You don't have to.
No, the actual day of the birthday is what's important because I
We have a listener
can't
from
just
Jersey.
guess. I can't just guess those types of things. So.
Sometime during the month of February, someone has a birthday. Well, we have several on our list today. Again, the prize, we will pick one winner at random from all the week's birthdays. They will win a medium sub, chips, a drink, and a dessert from Firehouse Subs. And the donated funds from the Firehouse Public Safety Foundation are used to provide free equipment, training, and to support hometown heroes. And we want to wish a happy birthday this week. Well, today, 7-year-old Jalen Laurel is celebrating a birthday. This little girl is so sweet. I love her.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
she
happy
is.
birthday. And actually, the next one on our list, we got it a couple of times because I got an email yesterday. But we want to wish a very happy birthday to Alonzo Mendez. It's the message here, sending birthday shouts out to my only child Alonzo, whose birthday is today. He will be leaving his teenage years, entering adulthood, 20 years young today.
And shout out to that, because that's mine.
Yeah, and you know what? He sent himself a shout out too. It's his birthday, and he wants to be entered to win.
There's no shame in that, Alonzo.
No.
I'm with you.
And then there's one more. Yadira B. wishing myself a happy birthday, and hope all my wishes come true.
Happy birthday
Happy
to you
birthday.
also.
Happy birthday.
You are celebrating a birthday with Chuck Yeager, the American test pilot, who is
Media,
the first man to break the
Outlaw
sound
Country.
barrier. He was born in Myra, West Virginia.
I'm sorry?
And Jerry Springer, talk show host, also politician,
Okay, may I ask
and
who's
Elvis
calling?
impersonator, for those who might not be familiar with
hi,
that.
Hold on one
Prince
second, okay?
Jackson is celebrating a birthday today. I think Prince is 18. I do not recall specifically. And then Henry Rollins, Randy Moss, the football player, Peter Tork. Do you remember what band he was with?
No.
Hey, hey,
monkeys.
Yes, he's one of the monkeys. And Stalker Channing Rizzo from Greece is 74 today.
Wow.
My goodness.
She still looks awesome.
Again, Janice and I were talking yesterday because she mentioned how she had a milestone birthday. But again, it's a state of mind.
You know what? It really is. And I know I saw you mention my new profile pictures and thing. I patiently waited a couple of weeks to post them, but you really did help me bring me back to my normal self, because I was a little traumatized, as most of you guys know, because I was reading an article about something saying that 35 was considered middle age now and all this stuff, and it kind of I let it affect me like I shouldn't have. But after we did that cake smash, it bounced me right back into myself, and I'm totally embracing my age.
As we all should.
Yes.
All right. We have a phone call.
Yes, we do.
Let's take that caller right now on Today in Yuma. Good morning.
Good morning,
Hey,
Toby.
Toby.
I can't get it.
About what? Oh, a manly scent.
A
Is that like
manly
fish
scent.
or something?
Bacon. No.
Dirty socks. I wonder if Sam can work on that scent. The dirty sock and fish smell.
I
No.
hope she can't, Toby. This is
No.
more of a clean man scent, okay? Next time,
We'll specify.
yes.
Oh,
no,
no.
definitely not. Definitely not.
You too. Thanks for the call.
Silly Toby.
That's right. He's off today. He's off on Tuesdays down at Southwest Lumber.
You know what, though? I love it,
Toby.
Toby. If you were having a little trouble hearing the call, he was wondering if the manly scents that we mentioned in the Bare Naked Soap Co. gift pack was dirty socks, sweaty sweaters, that type of thing. It's definitely not. It's a clean man scent.
Yeah, it's Desert Musk.
Desert musk.
Premium
There you go.
gift set. And it certainly does not smell like Stinky Man.
No, we don't like
No.
Alrighty. Now, not only is it the 13th, as we recognize those birthdays, it's National Tortellini Day.
Oh.
And that's a signature dish from the Italian region of, I don't know if it's Bologna, or Bologna.
looks like
I don't know how to
Bologna.
actually say the location.
Bologna.
There we
It's
go.
Bologna?
Bologna.
Bologna. There we go.
Input from the college in the corner.
Yes, there we go. Being
Oh, she lived there.
That's cool. Well, they
crazy
claim
that
to have
was the day
created the
you were
stuffed
here.
pasta packed with flavor. Ravioli, tortellini, and tortellacci are all part of the same family of stuffed pasta. And the most common fillings are ham, white meat, and Parmesan cheese.
Ooh, okay. That doesn't sound bad.
It's also Safer Internet Day, and each day they come out with more tools to help keep us safe online. And it's to create awareness and education for both children and adults, because adults are affected by many, many things online, from cyberbullying to identity theft.
Most definitely.
And to fraud and human trafficking. We've said before, the internet, it's a phenomenal invention. Our daily lives would be so much different right now if we did not have it, but there is a dark side to everything that comes out. And it's also Fat Tuesday. Now, there's a little bit of information behind this, too. It's the last day of Carnival and the day before Ash Wednesday. I never knew that part.
Until you met me.
Well, I really honestly never paid attention until I read it today. And Fat Tuesday is the intertwining of the period of festivals and feasts that lead to a time of fasting and reflection. Now, I know about that because of you primarily, and the changes, but also known as Shrove Tuesday and Mardi Gras, this enduring celebration has many tradition and deep roots all around the world. Mardi Gras, that's French for Fat Tuesday, dates back to an ancient Roman festival honoring the deities Lupercalia and Saturnalia, which took place in mid-February. And when Christians arrived in Rome, they incorporated the festival into Lenten preparations.
That's fantastic.
Are you going to be doing anything noteworthy for Lent this year?
I'm trying. I know for sure. I've done this before, but I kind of got back on track. Lost track of it. Really is sodas. I've been drinking a lot more sodas this week, so I'm giving up the sodas, and I usually give up one other thing. I haven't decided what that's going to be yet.
Okay, I remember the year it was meat.
Yeah, it's really hard to do.
It is?
But once you get through it, it really wasn't that bad. But I don't know about meat this year. I'm still debating on that little second one there that I want to do.
Well, there is a meeting taking place tonight. We had Yuma County Supervisor Darren Simmons on last week, and he was letting us know about it. But the day has arrived, and normally he does his community meetings at the Foothills Library, but this one has probably outgrown that location. Just for this meeting, they are going to be having representatives at Gila Mountain United Methodist Church. That is 12716 North Frontage Road, just west of Foothills Boulevard. They will have employees from ADEQ, that's the Arizona Department of Environmental Quality, also Corporation Commission, and some individuals from the Yuma County Public Health District there also. They're going to be talking about what some refer to as the foul odor out in the foothills. They believe it's coming from the Far West treatment facility. And this has been a point of contention for years. I know there have been a lot of conversation back and forth and finger pointing and different things. So this meeting will be taking place tonight, and it's open to the public. Get on out there. It starts at 6 p.m. I would certainly get there early, but because it is a larger venue, when they have had these previous events, they fill up, and sometimes it's standing room only. And get out there if you do have any concerns, because I know a lot of people do.
You know, and I think it's fantastic that Darren has gone to taking the steps to even get the people out there that can answer those questions, that can let them know what they're doing to try and prevent that smell. So definitely get out there if you live in that area. Let your voice be heard.
That's right. Darren says he hopes that the individuals from ADEQ and Corporation Commission come down with open ears and open minds, and that the people will, they'll be able to give them something. Maybe provide some premise for resolution or just additional discussion, and hopefully we can make some progress from there.
Yep, most definitely.
All right, this is Today in Yuma on Z93 Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com. We will take a quick break, and we'll be back here with the show after this. The show was brought to you by Classic Accounting. Make your appointment to get your 2017 taxes done at Classic Accounting at their Yuma or Foothills location. Call 343-1040 to schedule your appointment today.
And Sprague Sports, try out your gun before you buy it on 10 lanes of controlled environment at Yuma's only indoor shooting range at Sprague's on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And our great friends at Quick Refrigeration. They're here to ensure your comfort in Yuma year-round. They offer commercial and residential service, and they also do 24-hour emergency service if you need it. Visit getcoldquick.com.
And Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services are locally owned and have been providing pest control services in the Yuma area for over 20 years. You can give them a call at 928-343-9149, message them on Facebook, Instagram, or follow them on Snapchat.
We'll be back with Today in Yuma after the break. Message them on Facebook, Instagram, or follow them on Snapchat. We'll be back with Today in Yuma.
So you don't think that's funny that she lived there 3 years and you're asking the pronunciation of the... She lived there 3 years. Like, what a coincidence is that?
Exactly. Perfect. Military?
Yes. Yep.
Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello. Pretty scarf.
Get the memo. I was just hanging out in here.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I was like, you don't have to sit by yourself.
It's cold out.
Sometimes we can have your own time. You don't have to share with Alison. When you have multiple children, you have to learn to share time.
I don't get to very often.
Good morning, Emily.
Well, I'm not even going to put Alison on camera yet. It's still your time.
Introduce yourself.
I'm Renee Smith. I'm the director of the ABC Foundation.
Yay! Okay, Alison, you can come back in.
Okay. And you are? I don't know.
Morning, Monty. Monty watches every morning.
Good morning, Maudie.
She was telling me about it the other day.
I see that I have a friend request from her, but I have a few hundred people in front. So when people unfriend me, I go to the bottom of my list.
Just follow her for now until she makes room. You could probably get rid of one of your brother's 50 accounts.
Yeah. He might free up 6 right there.
Is he on? Ace, if you're watching, tell me, did you send me a new friend request?
He sent me one too.
Did you friend?
Oh,
you can.
I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like I said, I got one too. So
I have to go back and see if I
We'll
have
go
room.
delete the other one and put this one in place.
Gladys says, "Hi, Renee and Allison."
Hi. Oh, we're over here. Hi. Hi.
She's in Anita's spot today. She's getting the hang of it.
Oh, I just run it different.
I think she's boycotting you today for some reason.
I have not.
What did she do to you,
I
Janet?
am not. Look,
But
look.
speaking of Valentine's,
Get real close.
I love Alison.
Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Longmire in the end.
I know.
That doesn't give anything
We're
away.
still on
Oh, right. That gives nothing away when you growl. When you growl, it gives nothing away.
She meant they introduced a cat.
Yeah, sure, that's it.
Did, yes.
They introduced a cat.
Be nice to Allison.
Spend a lot of time with
Emily
that.
White says, be nice to Allison.
Thank you, Emily.
No, he's a butthole.
I am being nice to
That's
Allison.
why his name is Baxter B. That's what the B stands for.
To that show, something funny. Yeah, I know, it's terrible.
Now I'm going to get the rep of the Allison bully.
No. You don't want that.
I know.
Emily says, be nice to Allison. She said. All right, you ready?
Yep.
You need a mic.
Ladies, could you get your hanging earbuds out of my photo?
Sorry. These are not earbuds. I would not want to shove these in my ear holes.
I usually don't use it though.
In your ear holes.
The ear canal? That's further down. I don't know what the actual big hole is.
Wait, say it a little louder.
Boy, babe.
I'm not saying none. I'm staying out of that conversation. All right, you ready?
Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
And I'm Allison.
And
And I'm Renee.
Good job, Renee. Good job. Good job. It's Toro Tuesday today.
it is. And Allison and Renee Smith are here from Arizona Western College, and we're going to be talking about a bunch of cool Matador stuff.
Yes. First, I want to let everyone know that Thursday is Professional Development Day, which means there's no classes.
Woo-woo!
Yeah. So if you have classes on Tuesday, Thursdays, yeah, there's no classes Thursday.
Or if I need errands run, that's a good day for someone to do them for me.
Oh, now my kids can't lie to me.
And I even have better news. Monday's President's Day.
So there's no
So you get like a 5
So they have
day
5
weekend?
days.
Students do, yeah.
Ooh.
Isn't that great?
I need multiple oil changes. Not on one vehicle, but
You have a couple
Multiple
of
days for
vehicles.
those multiple oil changes. So that's important. I want everyone to know that. So, you know, because Professional Development Day is for our faculty and staff. So we will be there. Offices will be open. But there's just no classes on Thursday. But Friday, or Monday, nothing. Everything's closed because we're observing President's Day.
as we should.
That's right.
And we are taking the day
I
after
was
the
going to
show
say,
also.
as we are.
Okay. And I will see you on Tuesday for sure.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Also, this week is Transfer Exploration Walk-In Week. Just kidding, it's the 20th. I'm organized. So I'm teasing. So on the 20th through the 22nd, transfer services will be open, and you can come in, and there'll be different hours that you can come in and talk to people, because transferring is so important. You know,
And
once
that's
you get your-
transferring to another college?
Exactly. Yes, the 4-year schools.
Oh,
So you get your AA here, or you get your classes that transfer, and go in and talk to our transfer services folks, and they will connect you with what you need to take for the rest of the time here, or what will transfer. So they have a great, they're a great resource.
Awesome.
So, yeah,
But that will be
third floor.
starting the
The
20th.
20th of February, yeah, sorry. And I brought Renee because she's going to talk about scholarships and Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. I
Yeah.
have 2 things going on right now. Our scholarship cycle opened yesterday. So at foundation.azwestern.edu, click on the scholarship link. It's open till March 1st. Fill out the general application. It connects you with everything that you can apply for. Last year we awarded $225,000 in scholarships.
Wow.
So be one of those, not one of the 600 that started an application and didn't finish it. So we want to see your applications. If you've got questions, contact the foundation office.
And Renee, do you find that sometimes money's left on the table?
You know, during the cycle, yes. However, during I get a lot of walk-ins, so I try very hard to award as much as I can to the students who need it. So I would like to spread it a little further. Yes.
All right. And there's another event coming up, Hall of Fame.
Yes, I am here to talk about the Hall of Fame. It is an event that we do every year where we recognize contributions of AWC alumni, faculty, staff, community members who have supported AWC, and students. We recognize their contribution, and we have the Hall of Fame wall in the 3C building. And the purpose behind it is to encourage our current and future students to look at those contributions and recognize that, hey, I could be that person too. So the nomination window is open till March 15th. It is online, azwestern.edu/Hall of Fame. It's a very simple nomination form. The rules and guidelines for who would qualify to be a nominee are all included on the website.
Can you give us a couple of those guidelines so we have like an idea?
Sure. So basically, a student is eligible for nomination 3 years after separation. So if a student has gone on to win a national award or find a job, do something creative that is worthy of, sort of the future vision of the college, and we want to recognize their contribution, faculty or staff after 10 years of active service, athletic teams and coaches who've won national championships, community members eligible after 3 years of distinguished service. So last year we had Lynn Pancrezi, who went to AWC. And then we also had Benji Molina, who was an athletic student who went on to play professional baseball. So those are some examples of...
So it doesn't necessarily... I know a lot of people will often associate the Hall of Fame with, like, sports. So it doesn't necessarily have to be sports.
No, it definitely does not. We'd love to have an athletic Hall of Fame because we do have so many athletes we'd love to recognize, but currently we're merging the two, so it's a rounded combination of both.
That's cool, though, too. I like that.
Yeah. Gives
like
everybody
that.
a shot.
Well, there's more to college than sports.
Exactly. College isn't just about athletics, and it's not just about academics. It's everything together, the full, well-rounded individual.
Correct.
And
we've had some great nominees in the community from YRMC, from businesses. There are a lot of people who have fingerprints at AWC that we would like to find and recognize.
And again, when is the deadline again, Renee?
March 15th. And so it's at azwestern.edu/Hall of Fame.
All right.
Good.
Thank you.
What else is happening out there, Allison? Are we looking at late start soon?
Yes, exactly. Late start. We are currently in our 12-week session, and we'll look at my calendar. I believe it's March 12th.
We don't have 2018 calendars
I
yet.
know. Someone needs to bring it.
I know.
March 12th is our 8-week session.
It's last year.
It was
Oh, it's last year.
Yeah. So you can log on to azwestern.edu/late start and find out what's available for that 8-week session. Soon we will be talking about summer, because summer is around the corner.
Oh, don't say that.
I know it is. But we're going to be, I think that's in April, so that's not that far away. The registration opens. So with that, also want to remind everyone, we are on social media. So if there's any kind of breaking news or anything about our electronics or our IT services and those types of things, if you're a student, our IT department has Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, yeah. And so I'm just wanted to relay that information because we do have, there's technical things that happen. Our system goes down sometimes or there needs to be repairs. And so if you follow us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, you will have those notifications available to you immediately. So you can, if you're sitting there working on something and something happens to your computer or something, you're like, what's going on? And you'll have your notification and you'll have notification when it's back up.
Or you're thinking, I'd rather go work on this at school.
Yeah.
And then that way you save a trip.
Because that was last week, right? I noticed it last week.
Yeah,
I
we had
remember
some
seeing it.
technical things going on last week, so it's important. It's AWC ITS, I think, is what you can follow on specifically for our IT department. But if you log on to azwestern.edu, you can also get more information there.
And don't forget, you can follow Dr. Core.
This is true.
On there,
He's
too.
on Twitter.
He's fun to follow. I get notifications.
He's very active.
He's funny.
Definitely.
All right, Arizona Western College, you can check out their website at azwestern.edu. I know that Renee has mentioned the Hall of Fame and the foundation portion, too, for the scholarship application. But if you have any questions about anything AWC related, you can find it on the website. And it's really easy to maneuver.
And you can check out our calendar, too. That's at events. You can click on that, and there's all kinds of things on our calendar that for the community. It's open to the community. We have athletics. We have fine arts, and
we do have an actual calendar in here, but it just doesn't have all your events on it. That's why.
Maybe we'll have to print that out so we can get it transferred.
Yes, I'll have my assistant do that.
We have a couple assistants.
just never available when I need them to do something for me. All right, this is Today in Yuma on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com. Renee and Alison in with us today from Arizona Western College. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank you.
It's time to take our Lotus Day Spa and Salon selfie out in the courtyard. We'll be back with Brian Watson from the Internal Revenue Service. And we want to remind you the show is brought to you by Classic Accounting. They have 30 years of experience and knowledge to benefit you. Ask about their advance program. You can get up to a $2,500 advance while your tax refund processes. No additional fees or APR if you use the program. Call 343-1040.
And Sprite Sports, check out the High Point 9mm pistol sale going on now. It's 100% American made and comes with a lifetime warranty, plus a free range pass with purchase. You can find them on 32nd Street next to Lowe's.
And Quick Refrigeration, another amazing family-owned and operated business in the Yuma area. They've been heating and cooling Yuma since 1955. Visit getcoolquick.com.
And Yuma's best pest control company, Advocate Pest and Wildlife Services, have been providing pest control services in the Yuma area for over 20 years. They offer wildlife control like feral cat trapping, snake and skunk relocation, and Jennifer's favorite, pigeon extraction.
Sky rats.
Sky rats.
You can give them a call today at 928-343-9149. Message them on Facebook, Instagram, or follow them on Snapchat.
And I see Brittany from Advocate is watching. Good morning.
Hi, Brittany.
Janice is facing the other way with the camera. But
I
hi,
know.
we're waving.
Sorry.
Yes, we are.
We'll be back with
Sorry.
Today in Yuma after this on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com.
I haven't quite jumped in your brain to know what you're going to speak about next.
Remember, I've told you it's scary in there.
I have a bad enough time in my own brain. I don't want to go into yours.
You're very welcome. No problem. Yep, the cloud cover today. All the doors come. Smile. Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye, wonderful ladies.
Guys, drive safe out there.
There is.
He's bringing someone else.
Yes, there's two gentlemen.
Hello, gentlemen. Come on.
The one says,
You too.
See you.
Hi, I'm Teresa.
Good to see you.
Nice to see ya.
Yes.
gonna go all the way across.
All right.
I'm Teresa.
Teresa, nice to meet you. 2 years ago, Ismael was here 2 years ago. It was just
gotcha.
Bill and I last year.
Gotcha.
So Bill retired.
I know.
Yes.
Yeah.
We talked about him.
All right.
Well, in a good way.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
Did you get a her? Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I've got one right. Oops,
It's
right here.
Yeah, Bill retired. His wife had retired the year before.
Good for them.
I hope they're traveling and finding all the amazing Mexican food in the Southwest.
Across the
Yes.
United States.
And they like to antique. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
I like
And-
your decor.
Thank you.
This is cool.
Definitely set up for a Valentine.
Yes.
See, last time I was here, I wore the little kitty.
Oh, you were here.
Oh, you were on a
Catcher
Friday.
Friday.
That's right.
See,
There
we
goes
have
my
our,
no more
Yes,
promotions.
those are-
I just caught with my
That's all. Yeah, that's
My cat.
Fridays.
So what did you call it? Cat what?
it's Cat Shirt Fridays.
Oh, cat shirt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I like cats.
I do,
And
I
I
do
can
too.
admit to it.
See?
I grew up with cats, and I have friends that just shake their heads because they're like,
You know what? Sometimes they get a bad rap. I'm more of a dog person, but my son loves cats, and he's allergic. And it was funny because there was a show on the other day, last Thursday, that him and my mom watched before they go to school, and it has usually like different animals and stuff. Well, this time it was about cats, and it had like a long-haired, really fuzzy-looking cat. Mom, Nana, I really like those cats, but they mess up my nose. He knows he will never be able to have one, but he thinks they're so cool looking. Poor thing.
it's like little mini tigers, you know?
Yeah,
They are.
they are.
Come in and they think they own the house, you know?
They do.
Yeah, mine's the boss.
They do. They say, who trains a cat? No one. The cat trains the humans.
We got new hardwood floors, and she doesn't like them. So
She doesn't?
hops from here to here to here to here to here to get to the
She
kitchen.
doesn't walk on them?
Begrudgingly, but yeah. She'll get used
Watch.
to it.
She'll be putting a carpet runner down for her. For sure.
You better not.
She will.
Not the new
I'm in a little tiny cat hoverboard so she can ride it.
Oh my gosh. All right, you ready?
You all need noodles if we get a call.
Okay.
Unless you get a call, but
Okay.
we'll be fine. You
I
ready?
prefer not to use them.
Right?
Welcome
They mess with
back
your hair.
to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are here now with our next guest. Don't be scared. They're pretty awesome guys.
Yes, they are.
I know sometimes you hear Internal Revenue Service or Department of the Treasury and people get a little scared. These guys are pretty cool dudes. We have Brian Watson, a special agent for the Department of the Treasury. He's with the IRS Criminal Investigation Division. And Ismael Navarez Jr., special agent in charge from the Phoenix Field Office. Thank you for coming in, gentlemen.
Good morning, Jennifer.
Good morning. Thank you.
Those titles are a mouthful.
Yes.
So we have you here because this is what is often referred to as tax time. Really, anything before, is it April 18th this year?
17th
April 17th.
this year.
Okay.
And the tax season has opened up. It opened up on January 29th, so people can file already.
And we have you gentlemen here today. We're just going to talk about a couple different things, maybe share some misconceptions or different things that are taking place. Because, again, it can be kind of an intimidating time of year for some people. But are there any big changes that we'll be noticing this year?
Yes, there'll be a number of changes, and you know, you're absolutely right. There's people that usually look forward to the filing season, especially those that are waiting anxiously for a tax refund, can't file soon enough, and then we tell the people, to do so. File early in order to ensure that your tax return is processed in a timely manner, that you get your refund in a timely manner, and you minimize the threat of being victimized. With respect to identity theft or having somebody steal your name and social and file a tax return on your behalf before you have the opportunity to file your own. And some of the things that we're finding this year as far as the changes is that you might notice is on your W-2 form there's a verification code that appears on your W-2 that your tax return preparer will enter into their software that provides for the ability to minimize the threat that somebody steals and uses your W-2 to file a return.
That's fantastic.
But that's because people are stepping up their game as far as the online security and identity theft and stuff, that we've had to take these extra measures.
Right, and this is a pilot program. There'll be 60 million W-2s that have this 16-digit code. And I kind of look at it as like a password or a PIN for your W-2. Because what happens is people have, like, some of the criminals out there, they get a hold of old W-2s from prior years, and it has that employee identification number, and they use that as part of their scam. So this kind of protects the W-2s. So it is for online filing only. And I think if it works, then if the pilot works, then we'll all be using this in the future.
I think it's a good idea.
That, in addition to your own personal, filing PIN that is requested when you electronically file a return. There's no need to sign your tax return anymore. So that there's a number of different measures that IRS has piloted and will be piloting to make filing a tax return more secure.
And what are the types of numbers? I know more people are e-filing these days, and it's recommended because you can process things quicker.
Right. 87% of taxpayers file electronically.
Wow.
Someday, the goal is to get 100%, but, there's still people who prefer to go paper. Remember passbooks at the bank? I was just looking at one my wife had from when she was a teenager, and you remember those? We had those, and people didn't want to give those up. But no, electronically filing, it's quicker. It's just like direct deposit. You're going to get, people kind of were a little hesitant to have their direct deposit because they like to get that check. But no one can steal it. It goes directly into your account. But if you file electronically, 9 out of 10 refunds take place in 21 days. So it's real quick. So and when you do electronically, you're not going to make the mistakes like if you add things wrong on your tax return. So we recommend going that route.
And Jennifer, one of the changes also that's been implemented this year, this modern era where everything's available on the internet, taxpayers can no longer go to their local post office or library or local IRS office to attain blank copies of tax return, forms.
That's what they did for years.
For years, and there was even a publication that IRS, would issue every year. It was named Pub 17, right?
Yep.
That had a summary of all the basic tax laws and the forms and when to use what form and why. That's no longer available, but however, it is available on the IRS website. So all the forms, you can go directly to the IRS webpage, type in the form that you're looking for, and print as many as you like at home.
And say someone who was used to obtaining that information at the library, you could still go to the library if you need to and utilize the computers there.
Correct.
And print them out for a nominal fee.
Absolutely.
If that's a path that you need to take.
Yeah.
And all forms are available on irs.gov. Everything's there. And IRS GOV is, I mean, I go there all the time for my own personal stuff.
I
and
do
work
too.
related too. It's a really good website.
Now, one of the questions that I had, I remember a friend telling me this last year. They had some type of custody agreement because they were divorced, and they were supposed to each be able to claim one of the children, and the husband claimed both of them, and he filed before her. So it's almost like a race in that respect. You know, what would someone do in that type of situation?
Well, it happens all the time because a lot of times in divorce decrees, a lot of times they will, or if you have one child, they'll alternate every year, and sometimes they do it on purpose, and sometimes they forget. So what happens is if that happened and you tried to claim your child as a dependent and the child was already claimed on your ex-spouse's return, you'll get a letter from the IRS, and all you would do is send in the divorce agreement, and then it would get straightened out.
Okay.
But you want to make sure you want to make sure it's in writing, because then if not, it starts a whole
Have the
process.
legal paperwork
Yes.
that says
Yes.
this is the way it's supposed to
Yes,
be.
Correct.
those verbal agreements don't really come in handy in this
No.
situation.
Yeah, be prepared to come into your local IRS office with a copy of your previously filed tax return to show that you didn't claim your child, and that this tax year it's your turn.
Okay.
And IRS will do what needs to be done in order to clarify the situation and make sure that the appropriate parent is able to claim the child. And if anyone experiences any difficulty in dealing with the IRS with respect to resolving that issue quickly, they can also engage the Taxpayer Advocate's Office.
Okay, and how did they reach that?
The
that
Taxpayer Advocates, they also have a hyperlink on the IRS website that takes you to the Taxpayer Advocate's Office. They're like a quasi IRS organization dedicated to helping taxpayers resolve any frustration or any issues with IRS, especially when someone needs to resolve their situation quickly. Like if they're waiting for a tax refund that hasn't arrived, and they made numerous attempts to work with IRS to get their refund issued, and they feel they've given enough time to IRS to solve the problem, and then they said, okay, you know what, I'm going to engage the Taxpayer Advocate's Office. So they're somewhat like an ombudsman.
Okay. Amber says, and they can't claim the child if child support is not paid.
Is that true if they're
Is there
behind?
truth to that?
It's what's difficult about IRS tax law is that it's difficult to have a universal answer.
Okay.
Because the situation depends on the particular individual, their divorce decree, the agreement within someone's divorce decree.
Everybody's legal when they get a divorce, their specifications are different. So it depends on that, not necessarily the tax law.
Right.
Correct. If they have that divorce decree that says, okay, we're going to alternate, year after year with respect to claiming dependents, and then one of the spouses doesn't pay the child support that was mandated, that don't necessarily, bar them from being able to claim the child.
Okay, and that was something I would probably recommend getting specific writing to in that decree, making sure
Correct.
that there's a breakdown for every possible scenario. Now, I know we hate to think that way,
Yeah.
but, we're humans, and sometimes people don't always do the most pleasant things.
Yeah, and consulting with an attorney that says, look, this is the stipulation I want put into this divorce decree.
Yeah, I had to deal with it.
Yeah.
Janice is saying she had to deal with that. All right, well, what else can we take note of that is happening this tax season, gentlemen?
Well, there is a thing called the PATH Act that was passed by Congress. It's called Protecting Americans Against Tax Hikes. And this law was put in effect to basically stop some of the fraud we were seeing with the Earned Income Tax Credit and the Additional Child Tax Credit. So if you are claiming either one of those credits on your return, which are legitimate credits and they're great, I mean, there's nothing wrong with them. It's just there are a few people out there, unfortunately, that take advantage of the situation and file returns where they're not entitled to it. If you have either one of those credits, Earned Income Tax Credit or the Additional Child Tax Credit, your refunds won't be available until at least at the end of February. So even if you filed now, you would sit there and think, what's holding up my return? Well, it's just giving the IRS a little bit more time to find the fraud. We have to do a balancing act of getting refunds out quickly and still stopping fraud.
Are you finding with, I know me personally as well, there's a lot of people now that are doing their taxes on their own. They're not necessarily going to a tax preparer. Are you finding some problems with that, or is it leaning more towards a good thing?
Well, 55% of people use a paid preparer. So that means 45% do it on their own. And there's a lot of great programs out there that just walk you through it.
And
Yeah.
they're very user-friendly.
Yes,
Very.
and you know, it's I mean, I've been doing my own taxes since I was basically 16 years old, and I mean, I have a degree in accounting basically, but even if I didn't, I mean, there's multiple programs out there. They ask you questions, they walk you through it, and a lot of people, they use those. I mean, that's the way to go.
yeah.
It walks you through it. Now, if your taxes are more complicated, that's when a lot of people start going into the realm of hiring a CPA or an enrolled agent or a tax attorney.
You know, I do my own. I've been for the last, I think, 4 years. For the longest time, I had always used a tax preparer, and then I got to the point where I would sit there and we would be preparing my taxes, and I'm telling, this goes here. I'm like, wait a minute, what am I doing? Why am I paying this person to do this?
Right.
So I started doing it on my own, and I use the same brand every single time, and it kind of, once you've used it, it stores your information,
right.
and it really does. It makes it really super easy for you. But I was just wondering, you know, does that come with it? Do you recommend people, you know, do that? But like you said, my taxes are easy. My taxes are super easy. Whereas, you know, people like Jennifer who own a business.
Oh my gosh,
and
I have a lot of
my
deductions.
taxes are terrifying. And right now I'm getting all of my information together so I can get them to my preparer. This company has done them since 2009, I believe. So they have our information stored there, but they send out a little worksheet, and that's 5 pages longer this year. A big chunk of that is due to the Affordable Care Act stuff, and just it's important information they need to know within the household. That's my thing. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is as long as everything else. But I'm trying to get the documentation ready because we own multiple properties.
Right.
We have California and Arizona.
Yes.
And if I were to sit down and do it myself, I'd come in and I'd have 3 hairs left.
Look,
That would go
I think,
crazy.
as you both mentioned, it just depends on the level of comfort that the individual has with either self-preparing their tax return through a online service provider or through buying the software, you know, at your local retailer, or where you feel like your issues are complicated and you feel more comfortable with using the services of a paid return preparer or a paid professional, whether it's a CPA or an enrolled agent. I'll tell you, I'm a hybrid. You know, with respect to my personal tax return, I do the same, you know, as most others. I self-prepare my return, but also have a separate entity that I oversee, and that's a little more complicated. So for that one, I use a tax accountant to prepare that one. I want that.
Security.
That security, that peace of mind. Yeah, absolutely.
See, even the IRS is scared of the IRS.
Well, seriously, you know what? A few years ago, I got a letter in the mail from the IRS. And the easiest way that we can get fired is by not filing tax returns or filing a bad return. And I got a letter from the IRS, and I freaked out. I got nervous. It's like, you know, having the police officer in your rearview mirror, you know. And I opened it up, and we sold a house, and I forgot to report something. Took a loss on the house, so I wasn't going to be paying any taxes. So I made copies of the escrow statement, and I sent it in, and everything was clear. But it's a good reminders. That's how we communicate with people. We send letters. We're old school. We don't call you, and that's why this phone scam that...
I was going to say, do you ever get the scam call?
I've gotten the scam call on my little government-issued BlackBerry here.
The government phone.
Multiple times. I've got it. My mom has gotten the call. My dad's gotten the call. So most people, when I do like public outreach and I'll like a speech somewhere, I'll ask people, raise your hand if you've received this IRS phone call. And it's like 60%. It's crazy. And it's only getting higher. So that's one of the big messages I want to get out today, that we do not call people and demand money over the phone.
Didn't the IRS start contracting with a third party within the last year to make arrangements?
Yes.
See, that's where it's convoluted.
One thing we want to clarify for your listening audience. Last year, IRS did start awarding, contracts to tax collectors, but only for accounts that are almost like in delinquent stage. You know, very, very old accounts that IRS is nearly ready to categorize as like uncollectible. But even in that situation, it's very clear. They can't call you in a spontaneous fashion. You know, IRS will first send you notification in writing to your last known address that they've turned your account over to a collection agency. And then, no different than what we're talking about the scam calls. These collection agencies cannot demand payment over the phone. They're just to facilitate.
Okay.
You come in to the IRS in a voluntary manner to pay what you may owe. but they won't demand payment over the phone. They won't threaten you
They're just
over the
somebody
phone.
calling
They won't
them.
say you're going to be deported or have your license revoked or the police department's going to be outside your house to arrest you. They won't do any of that. Those sort of strong arm tactics are just things that IRS or any of its contractors don't do.
Okay, we do. Anytime people get these calls, the different spam calls, a lot of them are screenshotting or writing the number down, sharing that on social media too. But they're pretty good. They spoof different numbers. They can make it look local, and a lot of them with technology can make it look like it's an official IRS number.
And I'll tell you, the threat isn't only from individuals pretending to be IRS. This morning I got an alert that the same thing is going on with respect to text messages that are supposedly from the FBI with the FBI logo, notifying the individual that you are to pay a fine, and if you don't pay a fine, you'll be arrested by the FBI, and the text message has instructions as to where to send the payment. And so there was, an alert out to the public by our colleagues at the FBI, warning the public that now they're attempting to impersonate the FBI.
Wow, they know no levels.
No. Right.
They're just getting more and more creative over time.
What they're looking for is the vulnerable victim. If they spend all day making multiple phone calls and one or two or three individuals, are, unfortunately responsive and they comply and they send the money as instructed, if they ask for anywhere from $5,000 to $6,000, that's maybe perhaps $20,000 day.
It is, and we've spoken with Brian about this before too, because his mom, he mentioned, had received the calls. We need to speak with our seniors, our parents and grandparents, talk to them. A lot of them have fallen victim to this, but they're too embarrassed to say anything, and that's where the cycle will continue.
Yes.
Also, if we don't step in and help them. And oftentimes they're just bled dry of anything they have in savings.
And that's why on behalf of IRS and honestly on behalf of the U.S. government, we thank you, Jennifer and Teresa, for your partnership in getting the word out to your listening audience. And what we ask your listening audience is to echo what they heard today to their loved ones, to their family and friends at work, what they heard today. That please, if you receive one of these phone calls and you're threatened in any way and the individual demands payment, that those are fraudulent phone calls and simply hang up. And that's how we've been working quite extensively throughout the state of Arizona. Yesterday we did an outreach event with U.S. Representative Andy Biggs in Chandler, and we had an audience there, primarily senior citizens, and where again we provided identity theft and fraud prevention awareness to that segment of our community.
All right, and we need to take care of them and make sure that they're safe too. It's our responsibility as a community to watch out for them. All right, our guests today, so much great information. Ismael and Brian, we want to thank you both so much for coming in and talking with us. If you do know someone that could benefit from this information, you can go back and tag them in our Facebook Live video, and we will have it uploaded to our YouTube channel under Monster Media Yuma by about noon today. You could always have them go there and listen to it because, again, it's very valuable information that could help people during what some often consider this challenging time. And that's pretty much me. My hardest thing the other night is I sat on the floor and spread everything out, and it hurt to get up. So, but it's going to hurt more when I have to write a check.
And I got a paper clip. And I got a paper cut.
Yeah, and I got a paper cut. All right, our guests today again, Ismael and Brian. Thank you so much. It's time to take our Lotus Day Spa and Salon selfie out in the courtyard. We'll be back with Today in Yuma after the break on Z93, Outlaw Country, Monster Media, Yuma.com, and the FTS Automotive Facebook Live feed.
Sorry. I was getting logos when you were waving. Wave again!
Yeah, that's fine.
I like this one here. Cool sign there.
I made that. Thank you. When it's not Valentine's, all the signs are inspirational.
Yeah,
Because that's what we are. It's not about
We keep it very positive.
Positivity.
No, we put it on our website too, but you don't have to.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate that.
I do. That's
Come on over here in the middle. We're going to face that way.
I do. Okay.
We don't have the sun right now.
Yeah.
Smile.
It's because he's a secret agent and goes undercover. He can't be having his face out there.
Cool.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
You too.
Hey.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate the opportunity.
Hey, no problem. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay.
You guys have a good day. Oops. He was a lot on social media right now.
It happens.
Oops. Are you gonna need me to go do a phone call?
Yeah.
A phoner?
You want to set it down over there?
Yeah, you can set right there.
You're going to need a text?
Yes. That's what I figured. She had mentioned that she was going to have to do that.
That was the plan before that happened anyway, but still sad.
What are they two?
Comedy night. So we're on Foundation Comedy Night. Get ready.
Tease
Get
Jessica.
your calling fingers ready.
What caller am I looking for? 4.
Call it 4.
I don't know. I was going to say 7, but she'd be over there for a while.
She
Make
can
it
flip the
easy.
switch when we're done.
Oh, that's true.
I still have the first card Brian gave me like 7 years ago in my newsroom. That's the important one I keep by my tower.
You make him your friend so you don't have to worry about anything.
All right, he's out of Tucson. Ismael's out of Phoenix. Good morning, everyone. Mick and Marisol, Richard, Brittany, Kathy, Letty, Tracy Lynn, Juan, Damien. My brother was on earlier. I don't know if he's still there. Hey, Ace. What's up with all those profiles? We're getting confused. I need to make room. Which can I delete? And Damien. Damien was at the bottom.
Locally owned and operated with 4 convenient locations to serve you. We're invested in the community and have been here for over 16 years. Member FDIC with a 5-star rating from Power Financial.
And Amber.
I saw you there. I already talked about you. Hey, Culligan lady.
I know, right? All right, you ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Today in Yuma. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Teresa.
We are here live on Z93, Outlaw Country, MonsterMediaYuma.com, and the lovely Foodylicious Janice is now at the phone.
She's multitasking
She
today.
is. She's running the camera for Anita, but we had to run into the other studio to take a call. Caller number 4 right now will win a pair of tickets to the Saguaro Foundation presentation of a benefit comedy night on Saturday, February 24th. Who are some of the comedians?
We have Paul Rodriguez, Renee Garcia, and Manny Maldonado.
That's right. It's going to be a great show.
It really
they're
is.
phenomenal. And the value of the tickets. It's a pair of tickets.
It's a pair of tickets. The value is $50 for the pair. And this is a benefit that this is the first time Saguaro Foundation is actually doing the benefit, the comedy night benefit. But if we can, we want to make this something that happens every year, and they'd like to bring in some awesome comedians to Yuma. I mean, Paul Rodriguez has been in the community, has come to the community a few times.
I've seen him several,
and he's always well received. So they're going to start it out with Paul Rodriguez, Renee Garcia, and Manny Maldonado.
All right. Caller 4-343-0993 right now. You have to be at least 18. For complete rules, visit MonsterMediaYuma.com, and we will be doing more of these giveaways. Yes. And tomorrow, Jessica Castro will be here from the Saguaro Foundation, so we can talk more about the show.
Exactly.
And how it will benefit the different programs that Saguaro has available.
Exactly.
All right, caller 4, good luck to you. All right, now there is something coming up on Thursday, and this is happening. It wasn't long, but we want to let the community know about it so you don't freak. The Yuma Desalting Plant is going to be doing another test of their emergency chemical alarm system, and it will be between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m., and it will be activated for a period of no more than 10 minutes, and it might be done for several different times.
Yes.
To make sure that the Yuma area office employees are able to shelter in place and to notify the on-site emergency response teams to assemble and get ready to respond. Again, it's just a test at the Yuma Desalting Plant, so that siren is likely heard in a majority of the north end. That will be Thursday morning.
Also, there is something coming up for a lot of people that like to hike Telegraph Pass. They usually do a yearly maintenance on Telegraph Pass, and they will be doing that yearly maintenance coming up next week. Thursday, I believe Thursday and Friday. Thursday the 22nd and Friday the 23rd. They are going to be they're asking that you stay off of the roadway. There's going to be large equipment workers for the project, and I know a lot of times, unfortunately, people try to go around this equipment. That roadway is very narrow, and having that equipment up there is rather scary and takes some really pretty good maneuvering up there. There will be wet concrete and things, so please, if you can, I know some people use the little goat trails and things, so if you can, stay off of the roadway at Telegraph Pass next Thursday and Friday. There will be workers and large equipment, and please stay out of their way. They're trying to make, not only do you guys use it on a regular basis for hiking, but they also have to get vehicles up to the top to maintain
for
the
our towers
and towers that are up there.
All the transmitters and towers that are up there, many governmental agencies man those. So we need to make, or they maintain them. So we need to make sure that they have access to that. So just be patient. It's not very long, and it will be better in the long run.
Exactly.
Now, thank you to Foodylicious Janice for taking our winner. Stacy Bagby is heading to the comedy show.
She was super excited.
Congratulations. Good. It's going to be a good one. It is. It's coming up on February 24th, and like we said, Jessica will have more information when she's here tomorrow.
That's right. And we're your giveaway station, because don't forget, we're also doing the drawing at noon today. 2 prize packs from Bare Naked Soap Co. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Don't forget your sweetie.
Yes.
Text the keyword WIN, W-I-N, to 928-343-0993 by noon today. For complete rules, visit monstermediayuma.com. This is Today in Yuma. Coming up tomorrow, we mentioned Jessica Castro. Sarah Wisdom will be here from the library, and it's Anita with our WTF feature on the website. She will be into with another giveaway from Bare Naked Soap Co. Yes. We will see you tomorrow. KCYK Yuma and KLJZ Yuma.
Bye, ladies.
See you later.
Thank
See
you
you tomorrow.
Bye.